Hi everyone, today's video is going to be basically how you can tell the difference between a fake and a real Neverfull MM. I am definitely not a professional Louis Vuitton, authenticator or anything. By no means am I anything to do with them, or do I have any relationship with the company. I'm just doing this for fun because I recently picked up a Neverfull MM around November 2014. So basically it's been a couple months, and then I thought it'd be cool to do one of these videos because before I bought my bag, I had saved forever and ever and ever to buy my bag because they're pretty expensive. So basically a lot of people usually do a lot of research before they buy the bag. And I thought this video would be fun to do, and my boyfriend basically went online, searched fake LV bags, and he purchased one for me so I could do this video for you. So thanks, Bubby. Yeah, basically we'll just get right into it because time is ticking. So basically the first difference I'm going to point out is the dust bag. This is the real dust bag that mine came in. It's quite large, it's really soft, and it's good quality even for a dust bag. So basically it's got a flap, should show it better, so it's like this, it's quite huge, and it's got a flap here, and then you put the bag in there and you can flap it back over. So that's the real dust bag, and this is the copy dust bag. Obviously you can tell a big difference. This is like really crap, I don't know what material, like see-through, it doesn't really do much, and there's no flap over or nothing. So basically every fake that you're going to get, or every copy bag you're going to get, is completely different depending on the factory where it's made, like the country, the design. Like there's a lot of differences, and I've seen a lot of different ones in my life. So this is just one difference. Yours might be different, or another person's that you see might be different. Yeah, but the dust bag isn't a big deal because you don't really see the dust bag. The next difference is basically the most obvious, the packaging. So my packaging did not come with any plastic on the handle, so that's a dead giveaway. If you see them at the market or online in a picture, you know it's not legit. Another difference to point out is the color. So this one on this side is the real one, and it's a lot browner, whereas this one's more darker. And yeah, straight up you can see they both kind of look similar in material, because I don't think this isn't actually leather, it's actually canvas, I was told, which I don't mind because I prefer not to have a bag made out of an animal, and it's also going to be more durable or easier to look after, so you don't have to worry about getting it scratched and all that sort of stuff. So they seem to be fairly similar in that aspect. But basically, see how this isn't folded in and this side is? You can actually take it out, but it came like this. So a real one wouldn't come already pre-folded in because the fabric is a lot stiffer. So yeah, you can pull it out and it'd be the same shape. So that's another difference. The next difference that's pretty obvious is probably the gold hardware. Basically the gold on the copy isn't as vibrant, and as you can feel the quality isn't there, especially on the ends. This is actually a buckle end, and it shouldn't be a buckle. It should basically just be around a D-ring, I think they call it. And basically this one is actually like a little key ring that you can open and close, and it's already tarnished. You can see that the yellow tone is completely gone out of the gold, and it just looks really poor quality, and it doesn't look like it would hold much. So that's on both sides. Also the ends, the gold little button things that they have stamped in there, on the copy ones or the fake one, it doesn't come through into the bag, whereas my one, it comes right into the bag. You can see them on the inside. If I can show you, it's right there. Also on the copy, on the inside of the interior of the bag, the red, it's lined at the bottom like it's the same as the walls of the bag, the base, and it's not like that for my bag. It's actually just plain red. There's no stripes or anything to be like similar to the wall. Another difference is that this pocket of my one is relatively long. It goes through the whole length of the bag, if you can see. And on the copy, it goes kind of like midway. It stops midway, I guess, because I wanted to save fabric. See, it's a little stocky little pouch and it can't fit that much in it. And it just goes to probably, yeah, midway to the bag. I guess another difference, just looking at it right now, is that there's like little bits of, what do you call this, stitching. They left, like, it looks really messy, and they just left the end bits on when this was made. And also the lining around the bag, the stitching I mean, you can see like where it's tufted, and it just doesn't look like it's in perfect condition. It's just those little like tufts of stitching that you don't see on a genuine one. It's just all the stitching is perfect all the way around, and it should be like that. I'll just cover up my initials. Yeah, so basically that's another big difference, is that the stitching should be perfect all the way around, because that's just one of the quality things that you're paying for in an authentic bag. Also the handles, I guess, that's another difference. See, these handles, when I got them, they would just sit straight up, and I was like, are they going to soften over time? And the girl serving me, she said, yeah, they will soften slightly, but not very much. So these are quite stiff. They still go straight, stand straight. I store them curved over, so that's why they're bending over, because I prefer them down. But they are really stiff. Whereas this one, they're covered by plastic now, but I just removed it. They're quite stiff still, but not as stiff. Like, the whole bag is pretty flimsy, which might happen over time if you're purchasing like a second-hand bag, but straight up when you buy a fake one, it's pretty much floppy. Well, this one in this case is. Another difference is the base. The base of the copy is really, the edging is really prominent, and you can really just see the edging like straight away, whereas this one, it seems to be slightly more subtle. So there's a slight difference, and I guess also the size of it is different. Yeah, size is completely different. My one's a bit bigger, so I guess that's giveaway too. Also, the fabric of the bag, basically, if you can see, there's like a Louis Vuitton Paris logo there in that square, and then there's one down here, but they don't line up. And like, if by some fluke chance it might line up on your bag, but that's pretty rare, and usually in copies they won't line up. So it'll line up on like this panel, but when you flip it around there won't be one on this side. Whereas if you go to my bag, if you go all the way down, you'll see also one on the bottom where it's meant to be, and also when you come up on this side, so that all the little squares that say Louis Vuitton Paris, they all line up all the way around the bag. So that's another clue. At the bottom of my copy, there's like this little joining where the fabric was like, the canvas was basically like, I don't even know, maybe they ran out of canvas or something, and there's like a little bump here in this section if you can see it. So basically when you go around, it's not smooth all the way around, there's like a little chunk here. Whereas my one, there's like no chunk joining or anything, like it's perfect all the way around, which is exactly what you would expect paying the amount that you do, especially that it goes like goes up in price every couple years. Like, it better damn be perfect. Like, you can afford that freaking canvas, because yeah, canvas doesn't cost that much, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, also the handle height is different, really subtly different, but the authentic one seems to be a lot shorter than the copy, and when you put them on, my elbow actually gets stuck on the real one and it goes straight through on the fake one, so that's a bit sad, but you know, just gonna go to school now, see you guys! Just joking. Another thing I thought I should quickly mention is the zip. LV is known to have really buttery zips, because I mean, it should be if you're paying so much for it. So this one, it feels like really genuine and super good quality, whereas this one, it just is super flimsy, and the gold isn't as shiny, and it looks kind of tarnished, and like just the size of it, it just feels like one of those zips that you know is going to break really soon. So that's another difference. I guess the biggest giveaway is probably the lining. So the lining of the walls on the fake has like all those little like the flower symbols and stuff, as you can see. You can see like it's not just stripes, there's also the flowers, whereas my one has just plain stripes. It's all plain stripes throughout the whole thing. There's no flowers or anything, which looks a lot tidier, I think. And I guess the stitching of the handles. So you see how the stitching on the copy goes all the way around on the outside, but on the inside you can't see the stitching come through. On my one you can definitely see the stitching because that's to, I guess it's to strengthen the bag. Oh, I'm gonna break my bag down. You can see like the outline of where the stitching comes in through. It's perfectly matched on the inside. I'll insert a photo here to show you what I mean. I think another thing is the most obvious. I think authentic bags, according to my research, they have like a date code and stuff. And I remember my date code was, I was trying to show my dad because he was like, oh, how do you know if it's real? And I was like, because of this little number. And where did I find my number? I think it was, oh yeah, so this is where it is. So this is the flap. Sorry, so this is the flap and the date code is just like right behind on this piece of leather. Yeah, this piece of leather thing, if you can see it. I'm not doing such a great job, but I'm trying. Yeah, so obviously on this bag there would be no date code because it's not real. So you can lift the flap all the way, whereas my one you can't. It's like stitched down and only some of it flaps up. So I found another difference on the interior of the bag, which where they put where the bag is made, where it says the R in the circles, the copyright symbol, and then Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. The authentic one is actually not hot stamped on the bag, on the leather patch. It's actually just in some red writing, some red paint, I think, if you can see it. And on the copy it's actually like hot stamped on, and it does say the same thing. It says the copyright button and then the Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, but the E of the hot stamp is really badly done. So obviously on an authentic bag you would not get that. Anyway, I really hope this video was helpful in some kind of way. Sorry it was so scattered and like lift up this one, lift up that one, but I tried. I'm not really that IT geeky, like nerdy, or very good at like editing, and I try to make things as simple as possible for myself. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it helped you in some way. If you're saving up for your first LV bag like I did, just do a lot of research. Don't just watch my video, watch a lot of other people's videos, which I'm sure you're going to do. Also look up people's blogs, just type into Google, and yeah, just make sure what you're getting is what you're paying for, and just never feel pressured. And yeah, I'm not against fakes or anything. I'm totally fine with people wearing fake bags and stuff. It doesn't, I don't have like any opinion against it. It's like, do whatever floats your boat. You can get a lot of good ones out there, and I know I've seen a lot of girls carrying them, especially like you go to Thailand, Hong Kong, like all those places, you can get really like a crazy mass load of fakes right in front of you. It is really tempting, but like you get what you pay for. If you pay like $30 or whatever, you expect that quality from your bag, and it won't last as long, and it won't come with all the repairs and stuff, the service behind purchasing such an expensive bag. I'm gonna do another video reviewing my bag because I do have a lot of stuff to say about it. And yeah, I don't want to like clog up this video just in case you already do know you want it and you just want to know the differences. This is the end of my video. Don't forget to keep an eye out for my review, which will be coming up very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if it was helpful. Subscribe down here. Actually, I used to be like down here, but it's actually down here when I flip it. So yeah, subscribe if you want to be updated. Future videos from me. And yeah, see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.